and we will begin. So please find yourself in a comfortable standing position. Let's set our feet parallel and just couple breaths. With inhalation, rotating softly, slowly your arms externally, and with exhalation, soft landing down, and couple more. Inhaling, pressing up against full feet surfaces, lengthening in the crown, rotating arms externally, and with exhalation, softly feeling the body weight on your feet. Let's do it one more time. Inhaling, sense how your rib cage opens and all together with elevation in your ribs. Rotating the shoulders, lengthening into the crown, lengthening the neck, and then with the exhale, softly landing on your full feet surface. Let's close our eyes or just relax. Facial muscles. Feel standing, but soft positioning. Bend your knees. It's okay to swish a little towards the heels, towards the front of the feet. Feel how your hips are allocated. Rotate them a little. Send the tailbone away, czyli podkręcamy biodra, troszeczkę wypinamy kość ogonową do tyłu, aż poczujemy rozluźnienie w nogach. Poczujemy solidne stanie na całych powierzchniach stop i przez to bardziej odprężenia w barkach i w szyi. Ułóżmy też pozycję głowy, tak by nie czuć napięcia w szyi, bardziej popróbujmy brodę w górę, brodę w dół, brodę do siebie, aż poczujesz, że to najbardziej Cię satysfakcjonuje. Also, we try to settle in alignment, the way we position the head, relaxing shoulders, positioning the hips, and send more and more relaxation into your legs. Now, focusing on your pelvic floor, let's do the first round of Kapalabhati. So, exhalation coming from the bottom, from your pelvic floor, from the bottom of the belly, in a solid, steady, not very fast tempo, 30 seconds. Exhale, exhale, breathe out through your mouth or through your nostrils, whatever feels more satisfying, more natural. And your target is to eliminate the deep core tissue from the rest of your body. Feel this pulsation precisely in your core muscle. So 15 more seconds, you may speed up a little. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The last fullest exhalation. Now slowly opening eyes and again stretching, tightening the kneecaps, pressing up against feet, rotating shoulders external, lengthening into the crown. With exhalation, we are landing softly down. Now with the next inhale, we are placing our palms on the level of the hips and then rotating the wrists against ourselves, kind of like swinging through the space and placing our palms above the head. With the exhalation, we are directing the palm centers externally to the right and left, and then flexing the wrist again, bending the knees, landing to the soft rounded position. Now with the inhalation, rotating the palm centers away from ourselves, flexing the wrist, stretching, pressing up against your flat feet, tightening the kneecaps, now pushing the space away from the head, and then with the exhalation, relaxing the shoulders, softening the elbows and wrists, allowing the palms to fall down again, palms in front of the hips. One last time. Now turn the palm centers away from yourself, pressing up against your feet, stretch up into the palm centers, into the crown, like really try to push the ceiling away type of thing. And then with the exhalation, softening the knees, shoulders and elbows, feel this rounded, nice falling down into a fit sensation. Now grab the left wrist with your right palm and swinging your body weight on the right, foot on the left. We're gonna make a few rotations, warming up the left wrist. Remember, it's a good tight grab, and now let's change the direction. And it's a tight fist here, so we want to really warm up the wrist. While you do this with the left arm, check out the shoulder, just also kind of lean your head to the opposite right shoulder. Move it right, move it left. Make sure the trapezius muscle doesn't get tight together with you. Concentrate in the tension contracting your left fist. Now let's go. Let go your left arm. Shake it a little bit. Stretch your fingers. Bend it again. And now we're going to do the same for the other side. But before we begin with the right, notice if everything was done mindfully, so it kind of relaxes the shoulder as well and the left side of the neck. If it doesn't, then pay attention that sometimes we just subconsciously squeeze our arm, and so with full exhalation, just shake it additionally. And let's start with the right wrist. I'll just remind that it's above the bone, so here you go, above this outstanding bone here where the cartilage is. So really squeeze both. The left palm grabbing the wrist and the fist, and again swish and movements, kind of, you know, like moving the head to the right, to the left. Check out this shoulder because it's really subconscious. We're like immediately tensing all the right side. So exhale and let it relax, and now change the direction. Overall, just keep squeezing the wrist nicely, keep squeezing the right fist nicely. And the more you apply, you know, the tension here, like tell yourself it's okay to relax the elbow, it's okay to relax the shoulder right now. Maybe lean your head on the other side and breathe. So let's do one more. Soft, but not too, don't over exaggerate, just make it soft, short, inhale, and then more relax and exhale. And let the wrist go, shake it, shake it, shake it. Now we're gonna set our feet much more wide, something like goddess pose. So when we're gonna be exhaling and bending the knees, we want to see our heels right underneath the knees, and knees are doing more like 90-degree angle. So for 3 times now, with the exhale, we're relaxing. We're just seeing where our pelvis go according to our feet, and we are doing this kind of plie, you know, like dancing plie. Palm centers towards your chest. Relax, soften your elbows and shoulders. And now with the inhale, we're going to be doing the opposite. We are flexing our wrists and we're pressing up, straightening your legs, like kind of pushing the ceiling away. Less tension for the shoulder though, but it's more like you're pushing. Yeah, I'm going to bend my knees so you can see my palm. I'm like really pushing the wrist, the palm center away from my head, and I keep my head high. So this is the inhale. And then with the exhalation, we're softening the knees, placing palms first in front of the shoulders, and then kind of imagine you're like grabbing the ball of energy, you're moving the palms towards your hips, and here in this deep plie you're relaxing. So 2 more times. Inhaling, like kind of cutting through the space, flex your wrists really sharp, press up into the sky, pushing against your flat feet surfaces, feel your small pinky toe edge, inner edge, so don't fall on either of that. And with the exhalation, through the open mouth, feel your palms fall on the level of your hips. And one more. According to your own breath, inhale slow. So you have time to feel all the stretch, and then with the exhalation, like you're sliding your palms over the wall and then like grabbing something towards yourself. This time place your palms on the belly button, right first, left to cover, and swish a little bit. You can place your feet wider. So first you bring a little bit more weight on the right and the left. Now doing this movement, I want you to feel that you really press the full foot to the ground. You're not falling on the big toe edge, not too much on the external edge. So it's like you're stamping your feet. Dobrze przyciskaj stopę, całą stopę. Im bardziej przyciskasz, tym bardziej mów sobie, że z wydechem barki niech się odprężą. Pozwól, żeby ten cały ciężar twojego ciała trzymały same stopy. Now stay in the center, please, and let's pay attention to where the pelvis is. So now with the inhalation, we're gonna be kind of pushing the tailbone and sitting bones away, and at the same time rotating the thighs outside. And with the exhalation, rotating the hips and kind of pressing the belly button inside with the palms, rotating shoulders forwards and knees inwards, okay? So try just to keep your feet still flat. Now we're gonna be looking for a location where the pelvis should be according to your hip opening. Yeah, so now while palms are laying on the top of the belly button, with the inhalation, when you're not really pushing the knees out, but try more like to rotate, yeah, to rotate your thighs outside, and then to all together with the rotating thighs outside, place your shin bones and tailbone a little away, so you feel like palms are kind of moving your belly button backwards. And now with exhalation, thighs rotated inwards and then round in the back. Feels more like your belly pushing the palms forwards, but they stay here, so you don't really move them away. And let's do this twice more. So with the inhale, rotating the thighs outside, so feel like they kind of connected, the maximum level of opening of your thighs, met the sacrum, met the back of your pelvis, and then you're rotating your shoulders externally, looking up. And with the exhalation, pressing the palms in, rotating thighs inwards, and sending elbows and shoulders forwards, and opening the shoulder blades. And let's do it one more time with the inhalation, rotating the thighs externally. And at the same time, shoulders, and like kind of sliding, sending the tailbone and sitting bones away. With the exhale, twisting the hips, rotating the thighs internally, sucking the belly in, pressing the palms in, and sending shoulders forwards and kind of pointing the crown forwards. Now with the next inhale, just relax, stay neutral. And so find or allow your pelvis to be somewhere in the middle, so you feel the pressure really evenly divided between the right and left side. Now 3 long soft breaths, 3 rotations to the right. Imagine your sitting bones are drawing the wide, smooth circle. Inhaling, try to stop your knees, so don't do it with your knees. Just freeze your knees, freeze your feet, freeze your ankles. Inhaling, send half circle to the front, to the right. Exhale, send your tailbone, your sitting bones away, but see that your knees are in the same spot, so without wiggling them. And now let's change the direction. So with the next inhalation, rotate your pubic bone, podkręcamy kość członową i kierujemy guzy purszowe w lewo, zatrzymując kolana stopy w miejscu. Wydychając, exhaling, send your tailbone, sitting bones to the back, to the right, and then inhale to the left. Exhale to the back. One more time. So do this to lubricate your hip joints, to prepare them for everything that happens next. Now finishing your exhalation, remain in the center. Now it's up to you. You can leave the palms here, you can relax your arms. You can kind of, lean your palms on the top of the thighs if it's a bit tiring for your inner thighs. And we're gonna do one more level up Kapalabhatis. So 30 seconds starting now. Sense in the pelvic floor. Exhale, 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 exhale. Bring that navel in. Contract the pelvic floor. Forget about the rest. I know maybe it's a bit tiring for your legs. Just feel steady on your feet instead of contracting them thighs. Send your body weight into full fit surfaces. Feel steady, feel solid, and avoid falling forwards or backwards. Like really find enough external, internal rotation for the thigh. 10 more seconds. Keep relaxing your shoulders. Keep relaxing your face. 6 seconds. Through your mouth, through your nostrils. However you exhale, speed up a little bit. 3 last seconds. 2. And the last fullest exhalation. Now inhaling. Embrace the space and rotating your arms externally. Straighten the legs, tighten the knees. Gonna reach up, and then with exhalation, bend the knees again. This time, put your palm centers on the top of the knees. And in this deepest, lowest squat, where your sitting bones are in the same level with the knees, push your arms like this. Give some pressure on the top of your kneecaps. So you feel the more you push your knees away, the more you can relax in your hips. So kind of this hanging sensation. Now slowly, while inhaling, elevating your sitting bones up and surfing, sending them to the back. Lower your chest and head so you feel you're totally parallel to the ground. Yeah, your spine is neutral. Now begin a rotation in your spine from your head, neck, and chest. So with the next inhale, with your eyes, gaze through your right shoulder, look deep. And then exhaling, try to turn your right shoulder a little deeper to look behind yourself. Suck the belly in, contract the pelvic floor so you remain square in your hips. So avoid this rotation lower than your waist in your low back. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Make sure your wrists are fine, your palms are flat on the inner edges of your knees. So kind of push your knees a little wider and all together spreading your thighs wider, rotating them, sending the sitting bones to the back. With the next inhalation, lengthen into your crown. So kind of create this balance while pushing your butt to the back, lengthen into your crown, stretch the spine. And with one more exhalation, while contracting the pelvic floor, sucking the belly in, look deeper through your right shoulder so you reach the deeper twist. Now stay here. All I want is just 10 seconds of Kapalabhatis in this position. So exhaling, contracting the pelvic floor, navel in. through your mouth or through your nose. Feel there is a little bit depth in your belly, in your pelvic floor. You can do it. Maybe you'll feel like with more exhalations, you release some space to get into deeper twist. Exhale, 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 exhale. With the next inhalation, return to the center. Now we're gonna move the feet a little closer and look at this. We're gonna place, rotate the inner forearms towards ourselves, towards and underneath the hamstrings. Placing the knees under the elbows, under the knees. Try to squat like this. So what I want is you to compress the finger benders. So these muscles here that are flexing your fingers, you are compressing them right now with your thigh, with your shin, like that. So here we go, we are squatting. So we want to relax, of course we're tired. You want to place your butt lower. Oh, good. So breathe and relax, and all together use your body weight to compress these muscles here on the inner side of your forearm. And now for next 3 breaths, all I want from you is when you inhale, try to straighten your fingers, and when you exhale, relax more, especially in your neck and your head and your shoulders. Allow, of course, when you do this compression, your fingers are bending. And now when you inhale and you try to stretch, kind of straighten your fingers, you feel a little resistance because these muscles are, helping you compress them, and they help you to have your fingers bend. So exhaling, relax, let them return to the normal bend state. And let's do one more. Inhaling. Now you resist, you kind of going against certain current. So just try to lift your head, remain your shoulders relaxed, straighten your fingers, and then exhaling, relax more. Now we're gonna take our forearms out. We're gonna lean on the palms in front of us. We're elevating our sitting bones above the head. Now stand your feet again parallel and wide. Switch your hips to the right, to the left. You can bend the knees, also swing on your heels, swing on your toes, and then find the center. Now you're leaning on the full feet surfaces, bending the knees. Remember to rotate your thighs externally so you don't squeeze yourself with this inwards rotating thighs. And now just relax your spinal cord. Trust your palms to hold you here. Now slowly with the inhalations, press up against your feet. Try to straighten your legs without rounding the back. So if you feel your back is rounding, just don't fully straighten the legs. But if that's possible, with the inhalations, when pushing against your feet, tightening the kneecaps, imagine that you are sending your sitting bones into the sky, like you're trying to touch the ceiling. And with the exhalation, leaving your legs straight, if that's possible. Keep relaxing from your tailbone, through your waist, into your chest, into your neck. We want to feel that we hang here. We're not really leaning on your arms. We're just kind of in a free hanging. So the forehead is about at a certain point to reach the floor. Now either remain here, or if that's possible, place your palms on the sacrum, on your crossbone. Teraz jeżeli możesz, jeżeli to w porządku, nie musisz, przełóż swoje ręce na krzyż i zatem złap się palcami w prostym takim splocie. Now we're making the easy grip, crossing all the fingers. And first, rotating the shoulders against the ears, moving them away through external arm rotation, stretching the trapezius muscles by taking shoulders away from the ears while head is hanging. With the exhalation, try to straighten your elbows and allow your wrists to hang far behind your head. So completely relaxing. 2 or 1 or 3 long exhalations here, soft. Not too deep inhale into your nose. And then really relaxing exhalation, lasting a bit longer or much longer than inhale. Completely relaxing, kind of disconnecting the body parts, especially I'm talking about your neck, about your shoulders, increasing the length of your spine, allowing the heavy skull to move you towards the floor. And only solid and steady legs, so your feet are glued to the floor. You feel your toes, you feel your heels, you feel both edges. If your legs are straight, your knees are tight. If your knees are softly bent, and still try to send your sitting bones higher away from your feet. Now with the next inhale, split your hands, lean on the palms, then Lean on the fingertips and inhale and lengthen it into your crown. Press up in the horizontal, halfway up. And then with the exhalation, rotate your heels closer to the center. Place your palms on the top of the knees. And now with the inhale, we're kind of rotating thighs externally and sending the sitting bones away. So we're doing this slight weight movement. And then with the exhale, contracting the pelvic floor, sucking the belly in. We're aligning the chest and head in the same line. Now looking through your left shoulder, just look, feel that this lubricated twist happens first in your neck, and then with exhalation, when you suck the belly deeper in and contract the pelvic floor, you're allowing yourself to rotate the left shoulder a little deeper, but remain stable above your waist, no, lower than your waist, beyond your waist. Let's stay here for 3 breaths, just measuring the quality of position through ability to breathe. Tutaj chcemy oddechać przy wdechu, obydwa płuca wbierają powietrze. I gdy wydychamy, zwieramy kroczek, wciągamy bardziej brzuch, nie ruszamy nic pod talią, czyli od pępka w dół i tylko próbujemy skręcić troszeczkę powyżej, ale zaczynamy od głowy, więc patrzmy głębiej, zatem próbujmy przekręcić lewy bark troszeczkę dalej i długo, barki w dół, długa szyja. One more breath, so when you inhale, try to feel space in both of your lungs. Relax more in your thighs, spread your thighs a little wider, look deeper through the left shoulder, and then with exhalation, try to look deeper, feeling this twist in your neck, and then moving the left shoulder a little into it. Now, 10 seconds of Kapalabhatis. Just 10, 9, 8, 6, 4. Make your core work here. Don't lose the twist. The last fullest exhale. And now inhale and rotate back to the center. And now either you are welcome to squat and move your feet a little closer. Let's do it all together so you can see what would be the other option. So right now, place your elbows into the inner sides of your knees and like pushing, kind of trying to make more space in your knees, in your hips to lower the pelvis. The next option would be to place the palms a little behind and then try to squat, like sit the backs of your thighs on the top of your arms. And here we want to avoid stacking elbows wide and rotating shoulders inwards. You want to be more like in chaturanga position, and so long trapezius muscle, shoulder far away behind, and then just try to lower with inhalation, elevate, with exhalation, lower, inhale, elevate, exhalation, lower. And then if you feel confident about giving your arm more weight, then we're fully sitting down. Again, this is an option. You can remain in the previous hip opener. So for the girls who will be watching this on the video, you can also try. For us here, let's do our final breaths in the previous position, or if you are on your thighs while sliding your body weight into the sitting bones, try to lift your feet up. And that's the final effort here, because next we're sitting down and actually we are laying down, which are great news. So supporting yourself, holding the hips. Please lay your low back, lay your shoulders. Yes, great, thank you. And flattening the scapulas, the shoulder blades. Align your neck, feel its length. At this moment, just stretch your arms away from the body, pointing the palm centers into the sky, into the ceiling. With the exhalation, allow your body to relax. And for next 3 breaths, we are here to just acknowledge ourselves. You can close your eyes or just relax your facial muscles. Try to be sensation oriented right now. So instead of thinking, just if you recognize any dialogue, kind of turn it off, transfer, redirect your attention into what do I feel right now in my body, and any sensation. Is it comfort, discomfort, soreness, blockage, tension, toughness, hardness, or is it the space? We want, after we went through whatever we recognize, we want to understand the body sensation through ability to sense the space, through your breath. So when you inhale, how much additional space and where exactly, in which parts, in which areas of your body appears or opens up. And when you exhale, allow your body tissue to relax, to show you the contrast between both states. Inhalation, this extension. Feel it. Does it happen only in your chest? Do you feel it in your belly? Do you feel it somewhere in your pelvis? Maybe even feel certain coordination with when my chest moves. I also feel some maybe stretch in my legs, or maybe I feel some stretch in my arms. I feel how my neck length changes. However it is, just keep observing. Also, you may recognize the space between the back and the front of your body right now. So what is that volume between the floor and between the front of your chest, between your belly, abdominal wall? Now slowly, with the next inhalation, set your feet together, pointing toes up, so flexing the ankles. Now exhaling, remain on your straight left leg and bring your right knee towards yourself. Now we want to wiggle the hips, kind of pressing the sacrum, pressing the crossbone into the floor, just to feel its surface on it, and checking out the space, the amount of how big do I feel this triangle bone here, how flat is it? Is it really on the ground? Do I feel somewhere it misses the contact with the floor? So feel maybe if you lift your head a little, kind of curve in the spine, the contact will be more, more clear, more sensible for you. So here we go. We're gonna, after we press the sacrum, the tailbone, the crossbone into the floor, with the exhalation, rotating hips in. Also kind of twisting the hips in. With the next inhalation, while holding the belly a little tight, we lay the head back on the ground. So we do the inhale, and now with the exhale, we grab the right foot with the left palm, and we see, if this is not comfortable, then grab yourself underneath the knee, and we lay the right palm flat on the ground. We did this twist last time standing actually, so what we want is to press, now when inhaling, press the right scapula, right shoulder blade on the ground, the right palm, the right wrist flat on the floor, look into the right palm, and then exhale and try to straighten the right leg, tightening the kneecap. If it's not perfectly horizontal above the ground, no worries, just find your comfortable angle. What I want you to experience is just this relation of balance. While you're stretching your right arm away, you're looking into it, and then in a balance, you're pushing your either right knee or right foot away from yourself. Okay, now give me the thumb up that you feel this balance in between. Perfect. Okay, and now do one more inhale, and then with the next exhalation, turn your head to your right foot, and this time grab it with the right palm, laying, turning yourself on the left side of the body, kind of try to lay the inner of your right knee on your shoulder. Okay, we have time to figure that out. If it's not clear from the first description, we have 3 reps to continue. Now breathe in. With exhalation, grab your right foot with the left palm, and while pressing the right scapula and right palm to the floor, looking into the right palm, with exhalation, suck the belly in and push your foot, and all together with it, your right heel into this direction, to the left, while looking actively and pulling through your right arm to the right. Inhale. With exhale, turn yourself on the left side, grab the right foot into your right palm, left arm is stretched underneath your ear, and now pull like happy baby pose. Inhale, and next time try to kind of lay your right knee on your right shoulder. Again, give me a thumb up, everything is clear, if it's okay, good. Now the last time, breathe in. With exhalation, grab your right foot with your left palm, inhale and turn to your right, lay the right scapula flat, lay the right wrist, pull into it and look and actively feel the stretch in your neck. With exhalation, tighten the belly in and push with your right foot, push that left palm away, feel this relation of stretch between your right hip and right shoulder. Okay, now with the next inhalation, turn to your Left foot turn on your left side, grab the right foot with your right palm. With exhale, again, bend in your right knee, pull it towards your right shoulder. And next we're gonna inhale and set the foot. We continue rotating to our left. We set the foot on the ground and we're turning on the belly. So we'll leave the right foot there where it's comfortable for us. If none of this reminds you comfort, then just straighten arms and go a little higher till the level where you recognize, okay, maybe it's here, maybe it's here. However it works for you, just don't push yourself too much to limit. Also, practice right now that external hip rotation. Try to lean on the external, the right foot pinky to edge. Tutaj spróbuj nacisnąć na mały palec, maksymalnie otwierając, obracając prawe udo na zewnątrz. Złap wdech i przy wydechu maksymalnie opuść obydwa biodra w dół, naciskając równomiernie na środek lewego kolana i odpuszczając tą prawą nogę. Now when you're exhaling next time, relax and like a wave, your head, your chest go down, if possible leaning on both elbows and also on the center of the left knee. So make sure your hips are not twisted. Also you can wiggle like in the beginning when you were laying on the floor, testing your sacrum, your crossbone to be flat, so you can wiggle, kind of pull it. This wiggling movement, pull in one hip, pull one other hip towards yourself. Now try to press your right foot flat again if you were remaining on the outer edge. Now this gives you a certain difference of impressions. And now what we're going to do next, however you are, on your straight arms or indeed on your elbows, now please tuck your foot, left foot, toes like this, breathe in, and with the next exhalation, straighten and tighten the kneecap, the left kneecap, elevate and straighten, follow your left leg up. Here we're going to spend 2, maybe 3 more breaths, and at the same time while we're here, with every exhalation we want to push the heel to the back, like somebody's pulling your leg out from the hip joint, like this, and like this. Okay, and now Domingo, dla Ciebie, lean your left knee back. Natasha, also see if you'd like to go with this option. Just lower your knee, lower your hips. Let's elevate upwards. Now, if this leg, the right leg, is like bothering you too much, it's okay to lay it as in the pigeon pose. That's an option. Or keep the right foot flat next to the right palm. Now, slowly, beginning with the head rotation, inhale and look through your left shoulder, then with the exhalation, contract the left glute and bring the heel closer toward it. Reach with your, pointing the left foot toes up, reach with your left palm, and then return both hips down, depending on how tight is the left quad. Either you are remaining on your straight arm, or you can lean on the elbow and just breathe it out. And for those, maybe some of the girls watching on the video, before doing that, or instead of doing that, what you can do is actually going deeper underneath the shoulder here, placing palms also chaturanga, like bending elbows, pressing them close to the sides of the ribcage, and then lifting the knee and lifting the straight right leg, looking to the left, looking to the right, making sure trapezius muscles are stretched. Shoulders away from the ears, neck is long, parallel, face is parallel to the floor. And now, after this, all of us reach and stretch the quad as described earlier. Just make sure your hips are square. There is no too much falling on right or left side. Let's do one more breath. Breathe in and breathing out. Now slowly let the leg go. Lay on the left side of the body first, kind of into this embryo pose. That's a good option if you want to remain here. You can also lay the left arm underneath your ear and rest here. It's okay. Or more classical resting pose, laying on your back. You can try both. First, a little bit of laying on the side, then transition into laying on the back. Try to keep your feet once laying on the back a little closer while stretching arms more perpendicular, in a perpendicular position. Give yourself opportunity to just observe the body space. So focus all your attention just on listening your breathing, just on embracing the feeling of inhalation and exhalation. Exhale and allow yourself to relax more and more, to kind of melt into the ground, and observe if there any part of your body, any area that resists that meeting with the ground. Maybe it's the back of your head, maybe it's your shoulders, maybe it's somewhere in your legs. However it is, just keep observing, and once you recognize certain things, just allow yourself to exhale and relax it until you equalize yourself and you feel more even, like your body reacts similarly. Powoli z oddechem robisz wdech, poczuj jak tylna powierzchnia ciała zbliża się do ziemi. Postaraj się wykonywać wdech wolno, nie przeszadzając, tak by poczuć cały tył do ziemi się przyciska równocześnie. I z wydechem, gdy odczuwasz, o ile oddaliła się przednia powierzchnia ciała od tylnej, więc wydychając pozwól im znowu jakby się spotkać, znowu się zbliżyć do tego neutralnego centrum. I po prostu obserwuj, żeby te uczucie rozszerzenia i zbliżenia było maksymalnie równomierne. Now let's, with the next inhale, place our feet together and point the toes upwards. Try to press the back of your body mostly into the ground, even the backs of the knees. So you feel your sacrum, your shoulder blades, your back, so bring in the chin closer to yourself. Feel like you're really pressing into the floor, more even, more flat. And now leave your right leg straight, breathe in, and with the exhalation, bring the left knee towards yourself. Now let's see that really nothing changed. The level of the hips, its squareness, the flatness of the right leg while your right foot is pointed up, your scapulas, even the palms are laying on the knees. Allow the elbows to lower down, so the scapulas are really flat, chin towards. The back of the neck and the back of the head feels pretty even. Now with the inhalation, lift your left foot and grab it with your right palm, and with the exhale, lay your left arm flat on the ground, pointing the palm center to the sky, to the ceiling. Now inhaling while looking into your left palm. With the exhalation, suck the belly in and lower the left leg, pushing the foot away, feeling like you're pulling the right foot away from your shoulder joint. Now with the inhale, look to the right at your left foot. Exhaling, bend your left knee, laying on the side, on the right side. Bring your left knee towards your left shoulder. Now inhaling, again, grab the left palm into your right, left foot into your right palm. Look to the left, exhale and lay the left palm flat on the ground. You recognize this position from standing in the previous class. Now inhale and stretch, actively pull into the left palm, gazing into it, lowering the left shoulder away from the ear, flat scapula, and exhaling, sucking the belly in, actively push against this pulling momentum that you create with your left arm, so you feel like this opposite diagonal stretch from your left foot into your left palm. Now please give me the thumb up that it works, that you got it, you feel it. Okay, good, perfect. Now with the next inhalation, bend the left knee, grab your left foot with the left palm, place your right palm underneath the right ear, kind of laying on the side of your body, on the right side. With exhalation, bring your left knee towards your left shoulder. So this is like happy baby position, half of it, and that reminds you of. Now relax, make sure your neck, you're not tensing your neck or not elevating your head. Breathe in one more time, sense the alignment, laying on the right side. With exhalation, look to your left, grab the left foot with your right palm, and enter this cross the twisted position, inhaling into your left arm, gazing into it, pulling through it, through your flat left scapula. With exhalation, suck the belly in and, like Michael Jackson, hip rotation, pushing, active push, tighten the left kneecap, right as well, and like really push against the stretch that you create into your left palm. Now one more time with inhalation, bend the left knee, grab the left foot with your left palm, place your right arm underneath your right ear. With exhalation, while twisting the hips, sucking the belly in, without, don't let yourself to roll on the back, but pull the left foot, the left knee towards yourself. So there should be chest opening happening. You're at the same time opening through the clavicle bone line and sending sternum forwards while resting your head on the floor. And one last time with the inhalation, grab your left foot into the right palm. Lay your both scapulas flat. So through your back you're rotating to your left, while through your pelvis you're rotating to your right. Compensate and create the balance. Inhaling, looking into your left palm, reaching up, flattening the scapulas, lengthening the neck. With exhalation, belly in, send your hips, your pubic bone forwards. Feel like you're pushing it into your left heel, creating this leverage. And now with the next inhalation, bend left knee, grab your left foot with the left palm, align yourself. Your foot, your hips, your chest, your right arm are laying in the same line. Exactly. Breathe in one more time, and then with the exhalation, stand your left foot on the ground, fully rotate on your belly, and your foot position, left foot, is optional. Find the angle. Try to practice leaning on the external pinky toe, small pinky toe edge like this. Make sure the only thing we care mostly is that you stand on the center of your right knee here, and your hips are square without any twisting, without any disbalance. It's fine to be on the straight arms. However, if it's comfortable, remain on your elbows. Let's give it 3 more breaths. Just give it some time with every exhale, exhale by exhale. Search for how to get more space in this position. Maybe place the left foot a little further, maybe change the angle. Just exhale by exhale. For some of us, we will feel more of the left hamstring. Some of us will feel more of hips, closer in the right quad, closer to the hip joint. Some of us are focusing on specifically on the quad. However it is, we can do it. So now let's all together make sure that the left foot is standing flat on the floor. Now breathe in, and with the next exhalation, elevate your right kneecap above the ground. Really tighten it up. And for next 3 breaths, we want to exhale and push the right heel away, like we're kind of sliding. We're also stretching a lot of calf muscle, and while keeping the right knee really tight and straight, we're pushing the heel away like somebody pulls the heel. And we're kind of also creating this elbow pushing to the front, to the front, to the front. Now either we are having enough and landing the knee. The most relaxing option is to change for the pigeon pose and then work with the right quad stretching in this easy manner, placing the palm straight without any twist, just covering the right foot. Or we do the same, but remaining with the left foot flat on the ground, reaching into hips, shoulders square, just meditating on spaceful breathing, and with exhalation lowering both hips and probably trying to contract the right glute, bringing the right foot a little closer. Or we're going to do all this stretch a little later, and if that's okay, in the previous position we're placing the back of the left hamstring on the top of the left arm and really compressing ourselves like this, elbows towards the chest, long trapezius muscles, shoulders away from the ears, and we are allowing the left leg go up, breathing, making sure shoulders, hip remain square and the neck is long and parallel. Then, after performing this part, we do the quad stretch in the pigeon pose or in this version. So all together, let's give it one more breath. Inhale and now while you hold your leg, let's make sure that shoulders are not contracting, czyli tutaj bark. Staramy się odpuszczać, nie podciągać do uszu, nie podciągać do głowy. Niech ta ręka, która trzyma tą prawą stopę, będzie długa i odprężona. Teraz przy kolejnym wdechu odpuśćmy stopę. Next inhale, let the foot go. And again, through your right side of the body, first laying. Either you choose this embryo pose or already rotating on the back, however feels better. Listen to yourself. And closing the eyes. Relaxing the eye muscles, facial muscles. Just keep observing. It's okay to be not thinking right now. A quiet mind and attention fully circulating in the body space. Keep allowing yourself to sense through your inhalation. Sense how much space and in which areas is increasing. And with exhalation, feel the opposite. Feel the induction. Or how smaller are you comparing to your inhaling body? Try to recognize the depth between the front and the back of your body. Or if you recognize any tension, especially if you feel any tension or some tension in your back, maybe in your neck or somewhere. Anywhere, just inhale and allow your back to spread a little bit, kind of push it a little deeper into the floor. And just don't force it too much. Accent your exhalations. Make sure your ears hear the sound that you let the air go out with. So when you inhale, inhale softly. Don't over-exaggerate. Do robisz wdech, postaraj się go robić maksymalnie miękko. Nieważne, ile jest długi czy głęboki, ważniejsze jest to uczucie przyjemności, satysfakcji. Dopóki oddech odczuwasz jako miękki, nieprzesadzony i wydech bardziej tak szczerze, z dźwiękiem, niech uszy usłyszą, niech całe twoje ciało poczuje tą wibrację, z którą powietrze wychodzi z ciebie. Just 2 more breaths. Keep listening, keep smelling, keep feeling how you grow into the space. Also feel the space around you. Exactly feel it. Hear it, smell it, feel it with your proprioception in your body, in your skin, in your muscles. Like this navigation system, with your closed eyes, you perfectly know where you are, where is the light, how big of a space you are allocated in. It all works, keep trusting. Now the next inhale, let's stretch the arms a little above the head. Just make sure that when you stretch arms, they don't compress your neck. So give yourself enough space, or bend the elbows, or spread your palms. To jest, gdy wyciągasz ręce za głowę, przy tym, że ręce płasko dotykają do ziemi, możesz zgiąć łokcie, poczuj, że nie zaciskasz barkami szyi, więc troszeczkę szerzej te łokcie, szerzej te ramiona. I poczuj, żeby łopatki zostawały płasko na ziemi. Oczywiście brody też postaruj się tak podkręcić, żeby szyja była maksymalnie przyjemnie rozciągnięta. Teraz przy kolejnym wdechu zginamy kolana. When you inhale, please bend your knees, and when you exhale, straighten your legs, pointing them into the ceiling, keeping them together. So like this, we keep our connected legs really straight and really active, pointed into the ground, and you feel the abdominal wall activation as well. If you don't feel this activation, then just squeeze your inner thighs, inner calves really tight together, your heels, your toes, and like imagine that you're holding a pillow on the top of your feet, and you're pushing, you're trying to elevate it higher into the sky. Then you will feel that your abdominal wall also connected. Now, thusly activated legs, swing them a little to the back, and then when you feel a good moment with exhalation, just pull the straight legs a little towards yourself. And the goal is not to perfectly balance here or like keep your feet far behind the head, but feel this activation. So it's okay, it's completely, perfectly fine to return to the sacrum back. So swing, and then with exhalation, try to pull it up. If you feel it's overwhelming you, then return back and feel it. Maybe there is tension, maybe your shoulders are contracted, you're kind of preventing yourself from around in the back. And do it a couple of times till you feel like, okay, I am okay, I have relaxed my neck, I'm balancing not on the neck really, but on the rounded scapula here. So it's necessary to be pushing your low back, your sacrum to the back, while compensated with the active legs, squeezing them together and pushing the soles of the feet away from the sacrum. So like this, you balance and you create the pleasant stretch for your spine. And don't overwhelm, because if you relax your legs and then you try to set the feet in the ground, that's where you kind of break into your neck. So it's better to keep your feet higher above the face, but the goal is to feel the pleasant stimulation for the bark here, for the shoulder, for the scapulas, all the tissue that that has been massaged with this pressure that you create. And then after you feel that's working, then slowly exhale by exhale, you're lowering your feet. Keep sending some energy, some vector of the force into this rounded back, rather than just like pushing pelvis into your face and like extremely overwhelming the neck. If you don't feel it, then better exit the position and bending the knees like open here in this butterfly-like pose. That would be more beneficial than trying to force anything. Okay, give it a couple more breaths. Now just align yourself. Know that you always can kind of rescue, rejuvenate your body from anything just with your breathing. If you feel overwhelmed, if you're like stuck, you don't understand something, then accent your exhalations. Just like this. Reset your state with this sound and full, sincere exhalation. Breathe in and fully breathe out. And then slowly grab yourself, supporting the hips, leaning on the elbows. Press up and elevate the chest. Now, in this position with the inhalation, we are firstly rotating the shoulder externally, and through this shoulder rotation and lengthening through the clavicle bone line, we are elevating the sacrum. If you relax your hips, you'll see that the knees are going a little lower. So really try to mostly perform this chest opening through this movement. Elbow, so from this perspective it looks like this. So instead of just pushing, really rotate, and you can also see that it's kind of directing your elbows inwards, like this. Okay, so hold your chest pointed, opened upwards. Now feel your neck, and in this position it's really challenging. You can maybe you can feel some cramples here. So Dominika, dla Ciebie tutaj możesz ułożyć o tak sobie klocek w pionie i po prostu oprzeć tą potylicę, te łącze, gdzie tam za uszami, gdzie najbardziej te przyczepy są bolesne. Tak sobie oprzeć i jeszcze dodatkowo trochę odczuwając to oparcie, postarać się obrócić ramiona na zewnątrz, by utrzymać mostek podniesiony w górze. Tak spokojnie. Też poobracaj go w prawo, w lewo, żeby te skurcze przeszły, czy ból przeszły bardziej w rozluźnienie. Just you can do the same. You can just lean the head on the brick, or if that works, if there is no crumpling going on the back of your head, where the skull is connected with the neck, then just allow your head to hang here, but also differ this compression that sometimes shoulder, when we don't rotate them enough, that can create on the neck. So make sure you really remove through this external rotation your shoulders away, and then open through this lengthened neck rather than compressed. So we're going to give ourselves 2 more breaths in this position. So this is like a training machine. You use your own body weight, move and rotate in the shoulder. Just a little more. A little more. Now, Natasha, imagine that you are squeezing in between your elbows. You are squeezing a brick, and it's like at the same time that you rotate the arm externally, you're trying to like connect like that movement, this motion. Okay, because I see there's more potential. You could elevate it just slightly higher, just a little more direction of the elbow inwards and then towards each other. Okay, let's do one more breath. And when you breathe in, feel how your ribs are open and elevated to its maximum. And then with the next exhalation, slowly round the back and lay yourself spine by spine on the floor. Tutaj, Dominiku, możesz pozostawić klocek pod głową, pod szyją, po prostu zmień pozycję klocka na bardziej płaską, taką zwykłą. I możesz jeszcze dodatkowo sobie pomasować tę podstawę czaszki lub nawet położyć bardziej górną część łopatek, tam gdzie jest drugi przyczep tego mięśnia trapecji na górną krawędź łopatki. Więc jeżeli chcesz, możesz zepnąć. Ja teraz akurat mniej więcej pokazuję, czyli tak jakbyś teraz górną krawędź położyła sobie pod potylicę i ta dolna, zamiast żeby masować tu szyję, ona masuje tą górną część łopatki i wtedy możemy tak jeszcze dodatkowo tak poobracać się w prawo, w lewo, jeżeli trzeba. Jeżeli wszystko jest w porządku, to albo poprzednia opcja, albo po prostu wyciągasz klocek spod siebie i klasycznie w szawasanie odpoczywamy. Also, just find your peaceful, restful position. It might be surprising, you may discover that you could even want to lay on your belly. However it is, however you chose, just allow yourself to keep observing the sensation of breath in and breath out. Right now, be that space. Measure yourself through this feeling of how much new space appears in my body when I inhale. Try to inhale really softly, like moving these limits of your own capacity softly with no stress. So instead of like, I'm trying to breathe, better exhale your exhalation, and you'll feel the next inhale is no stress but softer and at the same time deeper, more satisfying. And now, next 3 exhalations we're gonna do with the sound ts, sh, and ha. Okay, so slowly breathe in. And once you're ready, as long as you feel comfortable, exhale with the sound ts. And again, soft inhale into your nose. And exhale. Focus your visual attention at the same time between your eyebrows. Keep acknowledging the space of your head while you hear the sound. And then the final third, soft breath into your nose. And exhale through your throat. Releasing the tension completely through your throat. You can repeat this a couple more times just to make sure that you fully comprehended the meaning of this. So through your throat sphincters, fully, evenly releasing this tension from your throat with that sound. And then remain in silence. Position eyes between eyebrows. Using your visual attention to comprehend the space of your skull, space around your skull, every direction for 360, up, forwards, to the back and down. Letting your body space be the part of the space around. Feeling completely infused and integrated with the space. Like there is no limit, there was never any border, any boundary. between your inner space and the space outside. And if you still acknowledge any boundary, any limit, any firmness, somewhere where your body is firmly like a shield, protecting, covering the inner space from the outer. Just be soft about it, be easy, it's okay. Just recognize that in that specific area I'm firm, I'm protecting. I keep my boundary. For good or for worse. With no judgment. It is what it is. And just recognize the amount of energy that accumulated in that particular firmness. Sometimes we figure out that a big electrical factory is working for supporting just kind of one bulb. So is it worth it? Is this tension, is this firmness really necessary? Is the amount of energy that we spend on it, is it worth it? And whatever answer is, it's okay. But in case it doesn't worth it, it is as easy as doing the next exhale. And letting this firmness melt. And body become more balanced. Let the energy that neutralifies the tension evenly spread all over your body. Let it nurturify your head, the base of your skull, your bottom jaw. Pozwól, żeby ta cała energia, którą czasem utrzymujesz tylko w jakimś konkretnym napięciu, tylko w jakimś poczuciu ciężkości, tam gdzie ciało tworzy opór, pozwól tej całej energii równomiernie rozłożyć się po całym ciele. A jeżeli jest jej nadmiar, to nawet pójść w ziemię, pójść w przestrzeń dookoła. Żeby pojawiło się bardziej uczucie spokoju. Niech ten nadmiar energii razem z jakimś niepokojem równomiernie rozłożą się w całej przestrzeni, w całym Twoim ciele, w przestrzeni dookoła. Poczuj, jak razem z tym oddachy robią się coraz lżejsze i głębsze. Spokojny, przestrzenny wdech i długi, aż do niekonieczności rozciągający się spokojny, wolny wydech. Przez kolejne 3 oddechy poczuj, tak jakbyś oddychały całym ciałem. Od czubka głowy do czubków palców stopy dłoni. Z każdym wdechem jesteś takim jednym wielkim bąbelkiem, który się powiększa, rozszerzy się na 360 w każdym kierunku i nic go nie ograniczy. Równomiernie, miękko, lekko. Ja dziękuję Ci serdecznie, kochana, za to, że byłaś, za Twój udział, za Twoje zaufanie. Buziaczki do końca. Bye bye.